Now, moving ahead to page number 100 of Unit 4, Section 2 from Journey to the Center of the Earth. Suddenly, I stopped short and restrained my uncle. So, Alex, he suddenly stopped and also he stopped his uncle, Otto Lidenbrock. The long spreading light enabled me to see the smallest objects in the distant copses. I thought I saw. No, I really did see with my own eyes immense, gigantic animals moving about under the mighty trees. Yes, they were truly gigantic animals, a whole herd of mastodons and fossils, but living and exactly like those discovered in 1801 on the marshy banks of the Great Ohio in North America. So, first of all, I would like to tell you the meanings of the difficult words in this stanza. First is distant, that is means far away. Then is copses. Copses means small group of trees. Immense means extremely large. Gigantic means huge. Fossils means remains. And mastodons are the giant elephant like mammals, right? So, suddenly Alex he stopped and he stopped his uncle also. Basically, why did he stop his uncle? Because in the light he saw smallest objects in the distant, means he saw small things far away in the group of trees. I thought I saw. Basically, he thought that as if he was, seeing the trees, but no, it was in reality that he could see with his own eyes extremely large, huge animals which were moving under the very big trees. And yes, they were truly huge animals, a whole herd of mastodons. Mastodons are the, uh, you know, elephant like mammals only, and they were, in a herd, and they were not the fossils of the mastodons but living mastodons he could see with his naked eyes, and they were exactly those discovered in 1801 on the marshy banks of Great Ohio in North America. So at present this species of animals is extinct mastodons. Yes, I could see these enormous elephants whose trunks were tearing down large boughs and working in and out the trees like a legion of serpents. I could hear the sounds of the mighty tusks uprooting huge trees. Now he could see the elephants, those enormous mastodons, and they were so powerful. Enormous also means huge. They were very powerful, and with the help of their trunks, they were tearing the boughs. Boughs means the branches, and like their trunk was wrapped around the tree like a serpent. एक सांप के जैसे पेड़ के आसपास, वो ट्रंक के आसपास या ट्री की ब्रांचेस के अराउंड लिपटी हुई थी, and he could hear the sound of mighty tusks uprooting the trees. And at the same time, those elephants, those mastodons, they were uprooting the trees. Uprooting the trees means वो trees को जड़ों से ही उखाड़ रहे थे. The boughs crackled, and the whole masses of leaves and green branches went down the capacious throats of these terrible monsters. And these boughs, these branches of the trees, they, made crackling sound, and the whole masses of leaves and green branches went down the capacious. Capacious means having a lot of space. So these branches, leaves, all these things went down the throat of the टेरिबल मॉन्स्टर्स. वो जो मैस्टोडन्स थे वो उन प्लांट्स के ब्रांचेस को और लीव्स को दे वर ईटिंग, दे वर swallowing. That wondrous dream when I saw the prehistorical times revivified. Revivified means coming new to life, means reviving back, when the tertiary and quaternary periods passed before me was now realized. He said that earlier I used to only think, I used to only imagine this time that I could see in front of my eyes at present. This time I could only imagine in my dreams or in my imagination. But now that dream of my, it was live in front of my eyes. There we were alone, far down in the bowels of the earth, at the mercy of its ferocious inhabitants. Kindly write down the meaning of bowels. Bowels means deep innermost part. Mercy means kindness or sympathy. Ferocious means violent or cruel. Inhabitants means to live in, the persons who live in, right? So at that place, in that forest, Alex and his uncle, sorry, Axel and his uncle Lidenbrock, they were along with the Hans, they were alone. Three of them were there, and no human being they could see around. So, in the innermost part of the earth, they were at the kindness, at the sympathy of this ferocious inhabitants of that forest. My uncle paused, full of wonder and astonishment. And when Uncle Otto Lidenbrock also saw those mastodons, he was also, wondered, surprised, amazed, and he was full of astonishment. Come, he said at last, when his first surprise was over. Come along, my boy, and let us see them nearer. Children, since you know that he was a geologist, so he was very much curious to learn something new, to observe something new. And as soon as he saw the mastodons, he said, come on, my boy, come, let us go near these mastodons and see them from closer. No, replied I, restraining his efforts to drag me forward. Though, but Axel, he said, no, uncle, we should not go there. And he even stopped his uncle, who was pulling him. Drag means pull, and restrain means to prevent something from happening. So he prevented Uncle Otto from pulling him. We are wholly without arms. What should we do in the midst of that flock of gigantic quadrupeds? Come away, uncle, I beg you. No human creature can brave the ferocious anger of these monsters. He said that, uncle, we are basically without arms. हमारे पास कोई हथियार नहीं है that we could, face these animals. Right? So, what will we do in the middle of this, herd of mastodons? Quadrupeds means the animals which have 4 feet. So, here basically it stands for mastodons. Come away, uncle. I beg you, I request you. No human creature can be so brave to, to face, to control, or to bear the anger of these monsters. मॉन्स्टर इज़ बेसिकली द अगली इमेजिनरी क्रिएचर, जिसको आप कह सकते हो राक्षस, right? So, no human creature, said my uncle, suddenly lowering his voice to a mysterious whisper. You are mistaken, my dear boy. Look, it seems to me that I behold a human being like ourselves, a man. तो अंकल ओटो कहते, no human creature can face, but my dear boy, see, now there was a strange type of his voice was mysterious. His voice grew strange. He said, you are mistaken, Axel. Look, it seems to me that I can see. Behold means see a human being like ourselves. कहता मुझे तो लगता है कि मैं अपने ही जैसा एक आदमी देख रहा हूँ वहाँ पर. I looked, shrugging my shoulders. Shrugging means raise shoulders to express doubt. अपने कंधे उठाना और to express doubt. Decided to push incredulity. Incredulity means difficult to believe something. So uncle said I could see a human being. So that is why Axel, he shrugged his shoulder to express his incredulity to its vast limit, but I was compelled to yield to the weight of the visual demonstration. But कहता मैंने अपने shoulders to with the expression of doubt, I shrugged my shoulders, but I was forced to give way to the scene that was that I could see in front of my eyes. Now coming to page number 101. Yes, not more than a quarter of a mile off, leaning against the trunk of an enormous tree, was a human being, a man of these subterranean regions, keeping this innumerable herd of mastodons. Leaning means bent, enormous means huge, subterranean means under earth, innumerable means countless or many. please write down these meanings. So then he could see, Axel could see a man who was leaning against the trunk of a tree. एक बहुत बड़ा आदमी, giant like human being, he could see, who was leaning against the tree, and he seemed to be a man of subterranean regions. और ऐसा लगता था कि वो धरती के अंदर का आदमी है, who was controlling these innumerable herd of mastodons. और वो इस innumerable herd of mastodons एनिमल्स को कंट्रोल कर रहा था. Yes, it was no longer a fossil, but a giant capable of guiding and driving these giant monsters. So it was not a fossil of a human being, but he was a living animal who could control these giant like monsters. His height was, now see, the man is being described, right? His height was above 12 feet, his head as big as the head of a buffalo. So the physical description of man is given that he was nearly 12 feet tall, and his head was as big as a buffalo, and he was lost in a mane of matted hair. His hair were matted. It was indeed a huge mane, like those which belonged to the elephants of the earlier ages of the world. So it seemed as if he was not having hair, but it was his mane. जैसे लायन की मेन होती है ना, तो इन द सिमिलर वे ही सीम टू बी लाइक दैट. जैसे एनिमल्स, पहले एलिफेंट्स की भी मेन हुआ करती थी. सो द नरेटर एक्सेल हैज़ कंपेयर्ड दैट जायंट लाइक मैन टू द elephants which existed in the ancient times. In his hand was a branch which served as a crook for this prehistoric shepherd. So in his hand he was holding a branch of a tree, and that branch of the tree, it served as a crook for this prehistoric shepherd. Means ये prehistoric time का man था, तो उसके हाथ में उस टाइप की ही stick थी, so that he could control this herd of mastodons. We remained profoundly still, speechless with surprise. Profoundly means extremely, so they remained quiet so that they are not observed by the man and the mastodons. But we might at any moment be seen by them. Nothing remained for us but instant flight. So, but they were at the same time, they were scared that they might be noticed by that man or the mastodons, and they might attack them. So the only way left with them was to run away from there. Come, come, I cried, dragging my uncle along, and for the first time he made no resistance to my wishes. So I said, I pulled my uncle. Axel ne uncle ko pull kiya, and he said, come on uncle. And this was for the first time that he gave way to Axel's wish, and he also went along with Axel. A quarter of an hour later, we were far away from that terrible monster. Quarter of an hour means 15 minutes. So within 15 minutes, they were quite far away from that monster. Now that I think of that matter calmly, and that I reflect upon it without any emotion, now that months, years have passed since that this strange and unnatural adventure befell us, what am I to think? What am I to believe? So Axel, he says that now years and years have passed, right? Months and years have passed, and now when I reflect upon that incident, reflect means to think deeply. कहता अब मैं उस इंसिडेंट के बारे में अगर सोचता हूँ, तो मैं सोचता हूँ कि that what strange unnatural adventure happened to us. कितना डिफरेंट सा अननेचुरल सी चीज़ हमारे साथ हुई थी. क्या मैं मानूँ और क्या मैं विश्वास करूं? किस चीज़ को मैं के ऊपर मैं विश्वास कर सकता हूं? क्या वो सच में सब कुछ सच था भी कि नहीं था? मीन्स इट एट दिस मोमेंट, अब प्रेजेंट टाइम में मुझे लगता है वो उसमें कितना सच था और कितना झूठ. आई कैन नॉट रियली टेल. No, it is utterly impossible. Utterly means completely, absolutely. Our ears must have deceived us and our eyes have cheated us. कहते अब मुझे लगता है कि शायद हमारी आँखों ने या हमारे कानों ने हमें धोखा दिया होगा. It cannot be true that I have seen those mastodons. No human being could by any possibility have existed in that subterranean world. कहते कि कोई भी human being उस सबटेरेनियन मीन्स अंडर द अर्थ, कोई भी ह्यूमन बींग उस जगह नहीं रह सकता है. कमिंग टू पेज नंबर 102. No generation of men could inhabit the lower caverns of the globe without taking note of those who peopled the surface without communication with them. It was folly, nothing else. Folly means mistake. कहते कोई भी जनरेशन का आदमी उन caves में नहीं रह सकता without communicating with the people who were living on the surface of the earth. No, कहते it was our mistake. This animal surpassed in height all things known to modern science. कहते वो जो animals थे, mastodons थे, they had surpassed, they were greater than in height as known to the people of the modern science. A living man and with him a whole generation of gigantic animals buried inside the earth. It was too monstrous to be believed. कहता एक जिंदा आदमी धरती के अंदर था और with gigantic huge animals, it is really impossible to believe. So children, till now we have read about the two terrains. Terrains means the stretch of land with regard to their physical features. सबसे पहले तो हमने केव के अंदर का पढ़ा था जहाँ पर बहुत ज़्यादा लाइट थी. फिर हमने फॉरेस्ट रीजन के बारे में पढ़ा in this chapter. Now we are going to read about the third terrain, and the third terrain is the new type of soil with roads which appeared familiar. Right? So that we will be reading in our next part. Thank you.